So hey there everyone, LoneWolf360 here back again for another video. So, not too long ago, the final episode for Shadow Dark Beginnings just reached its end. And I have to say, after watching all three episodes in full, that it's all one complete package, I think I can in confidence say that this might be one of the best things to come to the Sonic franchise. Now, for context, Sonic isn't necessarily a stranger when it comes to animation, especially when it comes to cross-promotions via when it comes to the games. Like hell, one of my earliest memories are just watching that haunted house one for Sonic Unleashed back in the day. But as I said, it isn't necessarily something that's new because this is something that's been going on since like Sonic Unleashed, Mania, Frontiers, and even Superstars. But not too long ago, Sega made an announcement in their Year Shadow campaign where they basically showed off this teaser that they were going to be making a bit of a prequel series to show what Shadow was up to in order to lead up to the new events of the new game, which is Shadow Generations. And I have to say, as I said before, after watching this whole thing in full, I honestly think that this might be one of the best things to come to the Sonic franchise. Because despite it being so short, like seriously, combine all the episodes together and you have like 12 minutes in total, the fact that it does so much justice to Shadow as a character is something which is both awesome yet crazy at the same time, and let me elaborate. Now, when it comes to the writing in this thing, I just have to say, it's fucking fantastic. Because the way that how it properly recontextualizes Shadow in a way which pretty much everyone can understand it is just so great. Because it's not that Shadow was just edgy for the sake of being edgy and self-loathing for the sake of being self-loathing. In this, you get to see that the guy's having a damn near constant existential crisis. In the first episode, it's him, despite being the ultimate life form, still not being the reason about why his best friend was able to be cured and fulfill her wish of going back to Earth. And then in the second episode, there's this really great scene which stands out in which he's kind of pondering his own existence concerning the fact that he's half alien. So you have him kind of wondering what the hell is his purpose concerning the fact that he's staring at what's literally part of him, which is his alien larvae, and which I have to say the cinematography for this scene is really great, where he's kind of going like, damn, am I really my own being, or is this, or am I just an extension of this thing? And then of course, there's Maria, which comes into the picture, which kind of pulls him out of this whole self-loathing attitude, which kind of only builds on to how tragic his backstory is. And I also have to say, this thing made me care more about Maria compared to Sonic Adventure 2. Like, I'm gonna be real here. Like, I'm not gonna be one of those heartless people that say that her death was kind of funny or anything, but I just kind of found it to be tragic for reasons which is just like, oh damn. That kid did not deserve to get shot in the head like that. Like, that's just fucked up. But here, you know, when you actually get to see how she bounces off Shadow and vice versa, it adds more onto the reason about why the dude is damn near depressed, because he ponders about the life that could have been. And even though there are other characters here which don't get as much time to shine, like the Professor and a few other characters like Rouge Omega and that one gun commander, I feel like the whole story isn't about them. It's about Shadow and how he has still failed after all this time to move on, in which I can't really blame the guy. Which then moves me on into the animation, which I just have to say, this shit is low-key some of the best animation that I've seen for the Sonic franchise. Like, I thought we were getting far when it came to things like Sonic Prime, in which I just gonna want to go back in time and smack myself, because damn, this shit just absolutely knocks it out of the park. Not only in a cinematography for certain scenes is it so good when it comes to the emotional stuff, but when it comes to the choreography, when it comes to the action, it just has so much sauce. Like, I just fucking love how expressive it is, and how despite it apparently all being 3D animated, how it perfectly manages to mimic the 2D style, which I have to say is great, and I can't wait to see where they continue on from this point on. Because if that last episode was as tear-jerking and was like pulling at the heartstrings that hard, I just can only imagine about how fucking hard the game's gonna go down when it comes to that type of writing as well, considering the fact that Ian Flynn's also writing that as well. But I think that's all the yapping I can really do when it comes to this at the end of the day. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Happy spooky month, and I'll see you next time. Later, folks.